All right, welcome back, guys. Yeah, we're making some progress, and you are very close to writing your first web page. So far, we've pretty much um covered most of the basics theoretically. Just have one more thing to clear up. Now, from the last video, I mentioned the term tags and elements a couple of times, and you might be wondering what are they really. So tags and elements in HTML can be used interchangeably, but there is a subtle difference. So that's what I just want to clear up in this video. Now, HTML tags are like the smallest unit that make up an HTML document. Sorry for the typo there. So we enclose HTML tags in Angular brackets, and then it consists of opening and closing tags. So we have opening and closing tags, just like we saw in the previous slide. Let me show you a minute. Okay, so let's take this for instance. Let's take the head for instance. So this is a head tag, and the head tag contains an opening tag and a closing tag and a content. Now the content could also be another set of tags. The body is another tag, and it made up of the opening, sorry, not body, now this is title. So it has the opening title tag and then a closing title tag. Now a tag is basically the tag name enclosed in an Angular bracket. So if it comes, the one that comes before the content is the opening tag, then you have the content, and then you have the closing tag, which is basically a forward, the opening tag with a forward slash. Okay, so let's go back. So yeah, now what then is HTML element? So HTML element is made up of the opening tags, the closing tags, and the content being presented. So the entire thing is an element, right? So think of tag as more like the smallest unit, more like the boundaries. You use tags to define the boundaries of an element. Okay, so it also contains the tag name, which identifies that tag in the browser and determines how the browser presents the content inside it. So for instance, if this was, now P is actually a paragraph tag. Now there are lots of other tags. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. It's a cheat sheet of HTML tags. You can use, like, that link presents you with a comprehensive list of HTML tags. Now, but it's important to just understand the anatomy of HTML tag or HTML element. So you have the opening tag, you have the content, and then you have the closing tag. The entire thing is an HTML element, right? Okay, so the tag is more like defines the boundary and provides gives the element an identity. Now the entire component is called an HTML element. So what you are looking at here is a view paragraph element in an HTML. Now there's one more thing that is that an element can take, and that is attributes, but I'm going to leave that for later. So but basically this is what an HTML element looks like, and it's just made up of the tags and the content that it displays. Now the content could be another element, so it's possible to have nested elements just like we have here. So we have the body, and inside the body we have h1 and h2 and paragraph nested inside it. So that's the structure of an HTML document. So I mean, we are pretty much ready to start writing the code that will power our first HTML or our first web page. So, and to be able to do that, you're going to need to download Visual Studio Code. That is the code editor that we're going to be using to write the code, and then you just need a Chrome browser. So we write our code in Visual Studio Code, and then we view it in the browser basically. So I'm also going to leave a link for you to download, and I'll see you in the next video.